Hello, this is Dief and welcome to episode 2 of Dee's vlog. As you can tell, this is the first time I'm doing my vlog without my sunglasses. For those of you who remember in episode 1, I was wearing my shades because of a late night that I had the night before the shoot. I had another late night last night, but I got a decent night's sleep, so now you can see my actual eyes and what they look like. um, I am very appreciative for all the viewers of episode 1, where I was reviewing the movie Passchendaele. I was surprised I had a lot of viewers from Europe for that episode, so thank you all for watching it. And for the viewers in Europe who saw that episode, I'd like to say Danke freundlich, grazie gentilmente, tak weinlich, Die cui lascivi padis lepini and motu mesc benevolenta. My apologies, this is the first time I'm speaking some of these languages, so I'd like to say thank you kindly to all of those. Um, Today I'd like to talk about the U.S. election. Now, today, November 4th, 2008, the Americans are going to the polls to vote for a new president, either Barack Obama, Democrat uh, candidate, or John McCain as a Republican candidate. This is to replace George W. Bush, who's been president of the United States for the past 8 years. Um, what 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 really troubled me about all this is today I was talking to a friend of mine who lives in New York State, goes by the name Teresa, and I said to her online, "Don't forget to vote." And she turned around and said, "I don't vote." And that troubled me. Here we are, 2008, one of the most important elections in not only American history, world history. When I say world history, let's take in consideration the United States of America is one of the most influential nations in the world. You need further proof? Just look at what's going on in Iraq and Afghanistan, okay? So she says to me, I don't vote. Now, this troubles me to the point where in today's day and age, voters seem to have the impression that their voice does not count. Let me tell you something. It does count. It does matter. Let me give you an example. About 3-4 weeks ago, Canada had their own federal election where they re-elected Stephen Harper, a conservative, for their prime minister. And in that election, maybe about 50-60% of Canadian voters actually turned up to cast their ballots. To put it in perspective, Canada is about a population of 32 million people. 50% turnout, that translates to roughly about 10, 15, maybe 16 million voters. If and that's in taking consideration everyone votes, but of course you got to be of legal age to do that. To put it into like terms, United States of America, that's 250, 300 million voters or residents. If you were to take that 300 million figure and have only half the people vote, that translates to 150 million residents. 150 million people deciding the fate of your nation. Now, you might think that's a very grand scheme. One vote's not going to matter. Wrong. In 2000, between George W. Bush and Al Gore, some of the states were decided by maybe a few 100,000 votes. That's a very slim margin when you take into consideration the entire scope of the nation. So if you think your vote does not matter, you're dead wrong. It does matter. Your voice can be heard. You can make a difference. So I'm just disappointed how some people think that their vote does not matter. It does matter. You can decide the fate of a nation. And I think what the problem is, most Americans or Canadians or those in the most civilized world, they don't take into consideration that they have the opportunity to vote, to make their voice heard. There are some nations in the world today that don't have that freedom. They don't have that choice. So they should be thankful and they should be take honor and privilege to have the ability to make decisions that run the country and that can decide certain aspects of the world. So I like to commend those who actually went out today, cast their ballots. You are making a difference. Good job. For those who didn't vote today, who decided to blow it off because of other commitments or whatnot, let me tell you something. Whoever you do decide today to run in the White House, you're stuck with that choice for 4 years. So unless there's like some sort of impeachment, like shades of Richard Nixon, I highly doubt that's possible with Barack Obama or John McCain. But whoever you do decide, you're stuck with until 2012. So be happy with who you choose and believe who you believe is going to be the best choice to run your country. So I like to say thank you for voting. If you haven't voted yet and you see this before the polls close, do so. If not, well, that's your choice and you're stuck with it. So thank you for watching episode 2. I admit it's probably not as good as episode 1. I'm just flying off the cuff here again. Hopefully I'll be better, do better in episode 3. So thank you for watching and stay tuned. I'll be posting more vlogs in the near future. So take it easy. Thank you kindly. Thanks for watching.